Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of candle reviews. I'm gonna have two for you today. One from a cheerful giver, obviously this first candle we're talking about here. And a little bit later on today, you will see another review from the Kringle Holiday or Christmas 2023 lineup. So if you're interested in that review, obviously make sure that you're subscribed, and that should pop up in your subscription feed. Anyway, let's go ahead and tackle a cheerful giver, sugar and vanilla bean. So this one here has, so I started to burn it and ultimately decided that it was really almost undetectable in terms of strength and throw while it was lit. So I decided to put this underneath one of my candle lamps, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture right here where you can see what this looks like underneath the lamp. All right, so that is the candle lamp that is in my kitchen. And this particular candle has been under that lamp for pretty much the bulk of its life at this point. You can see that I did light the wicks. Obviously, you know, those are not new wicks, but I really didn't burn it like this for very long, just because I really couldn't smell anything. But what I could smell just on cold sniff with this one, I really kind of liked the scent a lot. So I figured it was worth a try to see if I could get some better performance out of it by putting it underneath a lamp. And guess what? Much improved performance. So if you happen to have this one and you find it just extremely light in terms of strength and throw, you should try a lamp. I always, in my weekly home fragrance roundup, there are lamps that I link in the description box. So check out one of those videos, or if I can remember, I will go ahead and link one of the lamps down below as well. But yeah, they just work incredibly well to basically help me get some life out of candles that either aren't behaving for, you know, whatever reason, whether it's the strength and throw, or whether they're sooting, or whether I'm just, you know, looking to get through candles faster. So I'm going to review this candle mostly from the standpoint of having melted it. Because let me just tell you what the strength and throw was when I was burning it really quickly. I feel like it would be generous if I said a 2 for both. It really was virtually undetectable when it was lit. So when we get to the strength and throw, we will definitely address this from the standpoint of how it's doing underneath my lamp in the kitchen. So sugar and vanilla bean is available in multiple jars. You can get this in the mama jar, which is what I have here. There is the papa jar, as well as the single wick baby jar. At least I'm not seeing it. I don't think this is available in their other lines that they have. So at any rate, I will be linking this down below. By the way, thank you to those of you who let me know that a cheerful giver is actually available at QVC as well. I did not know that. I typically don't have QVC on the television. If I watch a presentation, I watch it back on their website on, you know, whatever it is that I'm interested in purchasing. But I don't actively like watch QVC anymore. I did back when I was a teenager. My mom and I loved a good QVC session on the weekends. And then we would also mix in a delightful Lifetime movie there as well. But anyway, so let's go ahead and read through the fragrance notes here. I'll tell you what I get from this, and then we'll talk strength and throw underneath the lamp, and then I'm gonna send this back underneath my lamp here in the kitchen. Okay, so sugar and vanilla bean. Raw sugar crystals and fresh vanilla pods with a hint of lemon zest and marshmallow. So those are the fragrance notes. This is in their Keepers of the Light line. It's in the baked scent family. And obviously our primary notes are the sugar, the vanilla, the lemon, and the marshmallow. All right, so what do I smell here? First of all, this gives me just some ever so slight hints of like almost borderline cotton candy type vibes. I don't want to say that this reminds me of Aqualina Pink Sugar, but I can kind of almost, like if I really squinted with my nose, is that a thing? I could maybe detect just a touch of that. But really, this is a really nice, sweet vanilla. So definitely the sugar is present. The vanilla, very much present. I wouldn't call this like a baked sugar cookie or anything like that, but you do smell like the vanilla bean. It's definitely not a French vanilla. I absolutely abhor French vanilla. I think it's so gross. I refuse to eat it. Vanilla bean ice cream all the way, but it's like a joke with Craig and I. He doesn't mind French vanilla. He also likes vanilla bean ice cream, but I just have a strong preference. So sometimes he brings home French vanilla ice cream and it just creates a lot of problems because I'm like, that's gross, get it out of this house. I just don't like that kind of weird custardy, I guess, taste that comes with French vanilla. I don't know, I'm not into it. But as far as lemon, I gotta say, I don't pick up much in the way of lemon here. This is not lemon heavy in any kind of way. So if you see that and that scares you off, I don't detect that. But marshmallow, I do get a nice marshmallowy from this as well. It's not a cookie, but definitely I can see marshmallow for sure. So if you like a nice vanilla bean that is definitely sweet, if you enjoy a touch of marshmallow, just a nice, well-rounded, sweet, fun, just yummy kind of scent, like this is it. It smells great. Like it's a good smelling candle. But like I said, it was just so barely detectable when I was burning it. So let me tell you what the strength and throw is once I have it underneath the candle lamp. I do really think it amped it up to at least like a 5.5. Not quite a 6 in terms of strength, but definitely at least like a solid 5, 5.5. The throw isn't super impressive, but typically underneath a lamp, that it's not gonna do that. For me, I think that the Crocs actually have a little bit better throw. With the candle crock, you are melting the entire candle at once. With the candle lamp, you're only melting layer by layer. So there's only so much of the fragrance oils that are being like distributed into the air with a lamp that, you know, I bet if I could stuff this into a crock, I think I definitely would have. But these mama jars are too wide to fit into a candle crock. So if you were thinking about purchasing these for that, I can tell you that it doesn't work. It's too wide. So your only option would be a lamp for this one. This is, by the way, paraffin wax, which you guys know isn't my favorite. Personally, I really do find paraffin wax to really not give me a lot of strength and throw. And I mentioned this a lot when I was reviewing the Kringle candles back when they were still in the paraffin formulation. Now in the crock, paraffin does a heck of a lot better, but just burning when they're lit with a flame, I just don't get that much out of paraffin candles anymore. So, however, if you are interested in paraffin candles, this is, from what I can see, pretty much all that Cheerful Giver has. In their different lines, I believe they are all paraffin. So again, don't quote me on that. I haven't looked through every single candle that they offer. They might have some kind of soy or soy blend somewhere, but from what I've seen, at least from what I ordered, it was pretty much exclusively paraffin. Because of that, they're definitely a lot longer burning, that's for sure. But I don't know, I'm a soy girl at this point, so that's my personal preference. But yeah, you guys, if you want to get this to stick it underneath a lamp, I think you would probably enjoy it. Also, I don't know. I mean, it could also be that just the layout of my house is just not conducive to these candles performing in the way that they should. That could very much be a thing. I know a lot of people love these Cheerful Giver candles, and I'm not trying to give them like a bad rap or anything, but for me, they are not giving me the amount of oomph that I was really hoping for. And they do have 2 wicks. So, and the opening is fairly large, at least on these specific keepers of the light line. I felt like these offered the largest opening out of their different containers that they offer. So, all that being said, I give this fragrance itself like 2 thumbs up, but the performance when it's lit, I'm gonna actually give that a thumbs down. I don't think that I would get anything out of this if I had continued to burn it. So for me, melting it is gonna be the way to go. Now, I have had this first layer of liquefied wax going for probably about 5 days, and it is starting to wind down a little bit, so I am gonna have to pour that layer off, and then we will move on to melting the second layer of wax. This is just how candle lamps work. If you don't know anything about candle lamps, I will link my candle lamp and Candle Crock 101 in the description box down below. That explains both of those concepts if you're not familiar with them, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, at any rate, fragrance itself, delicious, but the performance overall, I would say, is just, it's not what I was looking for. So I do still have, I believe, at least 2, 3, I don't know, should I review the baby jars? I bought some baby jars. I'm still gonna review those. I'm actually burning those just because, I don't know, it's mostly just to get the experience of the fragrance. Those would probably actually do better in a crock as well. But yeah, I still have a few more of these fragrances coming. So if you're interested, obviously, again, make sure that you're subscribed. Let me know if you have any questions. I will link this wherever it's available in the description box down below. This one might be at QVC. So if you're a QVC shopper, maybe you want to pick this up there. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please leave your thoughts on this one in the description box down below if you've had a chance to try it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.